Hello, welcome back to another episode of Too Much Drinking Beer.
You started too
My name is
soon.
the man's waiting.
We're still eating.
We give him what he wants.
Hi, Plant Daddy. How are you?
Today's the 20th of October. We're eating turkey burgers because Alec wanted to make turkey burgers before the show, and we cut it very close.
We would have been okay until right now.
You would have been fine. I still have a whole nother fucking
What the fuck? Eat faster, bro.
I enjoy my food. You eat like your life depends on it.
Everyone's life depends on it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
We have nothing to worry about. We don't have to worry about rival tribes coming in and stealing our food. Fucking if a tiger's gonna come and steal this shit. Enjoy it.
That means you don't need to leave to eat. We don't. You're very right.
Today's 2DDBFFOTD, the fun fact of the day, the bean out of the butthole.
The butthole. See, I'm still hitting all my fucking cues. I'm gonna throw this away. You need a napkin?
Okay, no. I also like how you made a fucking mess on the table.
I'm eating.
I'm eating too, but I don't have nearly as much crumbs as you. The Statue of Liberty wears a size 879 sandal.
That's hilarious. That's more of a joke than a fact.
It's pretty a fun fact.
You can't buy that sandal anywhere.
Nope. But if you were to quantify her size shoe, it'd be that.
That's hilarious. That's a big ass foot. I bet the feet fetish guys are all into that. Because I am.
Pain.
How was your day? Remember when we first started out? That's how we start conversations. How was your day?
Not so bad. I went to school.
Oh shit!
Came
Really,
back
man?
from school.
Plan Daddy, what happened? Sorry to cut your ass off.
That sounds a little bit more.
Sounds like he's having a bad day, though.
Oh, so that's not bad. You
Oh,
did a good job.
okay. I thought it was like today. Like they're like, "Hey, bye." Oh, awesome. What are you doing now? Yeah, I was gonna say you seem all hyped up. You got the energy, man.
One more shit. Love it.
Oh yeah. Are you sticking to the fire trade?
Thought it was electrical.
I thought it was fire. Oh, electrical.
Bad friend.
Damn. How's Sasha? I at least know your dog's name.
That's the only thing you know.
Yeah, it is. She's a potato. That's fair. Well, Josh remembers trivial things. You'll tell me, like...
A profession isn't trivial. That's what the man does for a living.
It's pretty trivial. Oh! Play with her. Fuck class. Josh will be like, April 4th, 2017. What's the butthole? Oh, Josh already said it.
The Statue of Liberty wears a size 879 sandal.
Big ass feet. That's the only foot recorded bigger than Shaq's. That's a fun fact. Shaq's got the biggest feet recorded.
Is that true? Mm-hmm. Can you pull that up for me? Because I don't believe that. I know he's got some big fucking feet.
Do you do your proper grammar? Oh, nope. Robert Waldlow. The L's in the wrong spot.
Size 37AA shoe. 18 and a half inches.
Damn. That's got to be a huge dick. The biggest shoe size ever. Is he still around? He's a European size 75. A UK size 36.
It says USA 1918 to 1940.
So no, but this looks like a recent photo. That photo was not taken in the 1940.
I don't think that's him. I think that's some dude with a picture of the shoe.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I did not think that was age appropriate. That's so weird because the scale seems fine. It just makes any shoe next to it look smaller.
Oh, it's literally 2 feet.
Those are gross, dude.
I thought you liked feet.
Not feet.
No,
Look at this fucking foot, dude.
not man foot.
Yeah, those are as big as a goddamn child. Ugh. All right, that's enough feet for one day. You just ruined my fetish. Thanks.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, clear. That's how you fix the fetish. You want to know how to fix someone's fetish? Expose them to it. Put a granny in.
Expose them to the opposite of what they like.
I guess. Here's the other extreme. Yeah, big ass feet. All right. Well, I know Shaq had feet. That were big.
Shaq did have feet. Yeah, he did. That's a true statement. Good job. Good job, buddy.
He wore a size 23.
I see those in Ross. Ross has some big ass fucking shoes in there. I don't know if the last time you've been to Ross.
Never.
You've never been to Ross.
No, I've been to Ross. It's been like years. So, it's the action movie from the 70s. Oh, yeah. You just realized his haircut?
Plain Daddy.
Flip your hair.
I don't know if you saw my hair from Monday.
We cut it live.
I don't think Plain Daddy was here, though.
Oh, I don't think anyone showed up that day. I don't think anyone showed up yesterday on Monday. Oh, Ghost Time was here. Who that? Answer it.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Oh, they got shy.
So yeah, I have a mullet until
Hello?
Saturday.
Ow. Josh is on a watch list for the haircut alone. I love it. It's so true.
I'm already on some watch lists.
No one,
be fair.
you said no one gave a shit about it though when you got to school?
No one gave a fuck. No one said anything. It was just a regular day.
Damn. I'd be like calling out and shit. I'd be like, I'm never coming back to school. This dude's about to do something he's gonna regret. I heard on the radio today they sentenced the Parkland shooter.
What do you get?
Well, the sentencing's beginning. So what they said.
So he didn't sentence him yet.
Okay, so the sentencing began for the Parkland shooter. Basically, what happened was he made a plea deal to plead guilty to avoid multiple life sentences, but there's a possibility of the death penalty now. So the judge, they took a snippet from the radio. They're like, I want you to understand, it's very possible for this to go through. And after I don't allow the multiple life sentences, it's very possible for you to get the death penalty.
Plain Daddy, I'm going to DM it to you on Discord.
Oh, doggo video. Is it Shasha trying to play with you?
I don't know. I don't know what the video is.
It's just like a dead dog. Look what I did for you guys.
The idea of the last meal was kind of weird. Because you could, I mean, on paper, theoretically, find a loophole to, like, I want endless shrimp at Applebee's. Until the promotion's over, you get more life.
You've been on your shit lately, dude. I don't know what to say. I want a meal from Betty Crocker and Martha Stewart.
What?
You were like ready to laugh, and then you're like, "That's not funny." Like,
I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, but that was just stupid.
I want Abraham Lincoln to cook me a meal, and if you can't, then it's not going to be my last meal. Abraham Lincoln, you can't find him,
You could just go on a hunger strike, then they can't kill you.
or you just die. I think they actually force feed you. It's one of those things like, you know how you have to knee the ball in football? It's just a technicality.
You don't have to.
I'm pretty sure they force feed you. I'm pretty sure. Do prisons force feed prisoners.
Well, that would be a lawsuit.
You're in jail, bro. You lost all your rights.
You can still sue the jail.
Who go on...
You just aren't likely to win. It's like suing the city. You can do it. Are you going to win? Probably not.
Force feeding hunger strikers is allowed in law, but conditions exist which makes it an option of a last resort. There are 2 instances in which authorities can insist on feeding someone forcibly.
That was from the BBC.
Yeah, I saw that too. What happens if a prisoner goes on hunger strike? Most hunger strikes will take liquid but not solid food in cases where an entity, usually the state, has or is able to obtain custody of the hunger striker, such as a prisoner. The hunger striker is often terminated by the custodial entity through the use of force feeding.
Hunger Striker is a pretty cool name.
It is pretty dope.
That'd be my team name.
I mean, they're not going to let you die. They're not going to let you... Because it's effectively suicide. Hunger Strikers is a great brand name.
For like a protein bar.
I was going to say like a
like
Doctors Without Borders kind of thing.
Or like a dietary supplement.
Roughly 80,000 U.S. prisoners are held in solitary confinement at any given time. That's a lot. A significant body of research shows that the solitary confinement has severe long-term effects. I'm not going to read this whole shit. Where's the fucking feeding? It says you can.
Control F it.
You're so smart, Josh. I'm going to not do that this time. I'm going to say, can U.S. prisons...
We are an alt-ska band.
force...
The Hunger Strikers.
That's funny. Feed hunger strikers.
Because it's like peaceful protest.
Or it's a suicide attempt.
I mean, you can go on hunger strikes and not die from not eating. Like
But eventually you have to eat.
Sure, but they take in like protein shakes.
That's eating.
No, it's drinking.
Oh my god, dude.
Like Pedialyte.
Force feeding is cruel, painful, and degrading, and American prisons won't stop. See, it sounds like this is a fucking real problem.
I'm going to try our brewed beer again.
Go for it.
See if I get a different flavor now that I've
Now
eaten.
you got turkey in your mouth.
A couple extras in there on accident. Aw, puppy. Car. Dog. Video.
Say, Papa. Oh.
Dog chewing.
Goofy girl. Is dog water skiing?
And playing daddy on a boat.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's hilarious.
That's why he was like, oop, couple extras.
Here's my neighbor's car and me water skiing. And some dog pics. That's awesome.
I appreciate the extras. This has like a nice little smoke coming off of it.
Yeah, I bet you it's just one of those time things that needs to...
First one's always bad.
Yeah.
It smells great.
It does smell really good. That's the one thing that has me having faith in this beer is that despite it being...
All my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Nope. My fucking shit won't figure itself out. There it goes. Hang on. Fucking with this shit. Alright, fuck that.
Picks for picks.
Oh, I got a cute picture of Rolo when he was a puppy if you want it. To send it.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll forward it over.
Yeah.
Or I can just give you his number too.
If you want. We'll have a fucking little community up in this bitch. It's an old photo.
See how there's no justice in the world? Look up the cell of the Norway guy that killed a bunch of children 10 years ago.
Okay.
Norway prisons and, like, Scandinavian prisons are super nice.
Dude, Russian prisons are crazy. They're 2x2 cells and you have to stand all day.
Oh, yeah, that's not Scandinavia. But Scandinavian prisons are super nice because they're not about, like, punishment. They're about, like, rehabilitation. They're like nice-ass hotels, basically. Super good after I've eaten something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it? No fucking way, dude. Those are apartments.
Yeah, they're super nice. Like, if I were to be a criminal, do it in Scandinavia.
Do it in Norway.
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, that fucking area. 77 people killed.
And you get a fucking 5-star hotel?
Yeah, they probably feed them good, too.
Dude, this looks like a really nice place.
Because they're about rehabilitation. They're not about, it's not like a punishment. It's like, okay, we're going to get you to change your ways.
Mm-hmm. U.S. is number 25.
What, on shittiest prisons?
On the most prisoners per capita.
Oh, damn, I thought we were like...
Hang on. I might have misread that. Here's a comparison of Norway's prison population per 100,000 people with 24 other countries globally. Okay. So they basically have one of the least...
66 per 100,000 people.
Yeah. So they have basically the least amount. Well, I don't know what that is. That's super back-ass words.
Back-ass words?
Yeah. Dude, these things look fucking sweet.
Telling you, that's where I would go to prison.
What crime would you commit?
Murder.
Murder.
That dude did it. Guy had a fucking PS3.
They look like dorm rooms, bro. They look like super nice fucking hotels and dorms.
They basically are.
Look at this shit, dude. This one has a fucking kitchen. What the fuck? Dude, this is not... This is a maximum security prison in Norway.
Shit's nice.
That shit is... It has a view and everything. Even the courtyard's got like the groundskeepers and shit. Got a TV above the bed. Silverware. A dartboard. Okay, yeah. They're like, I killed the person I wanted to outside the prison. I don't want to kill anyone else inside the prison.
Gosan says that non-violent prisoners get to go home on the weekends.
What the fuck? Bro, that makes no sense to me.
It's because we grew up in the American system.
That's insane. TV set for good behavior, toilet sink unit. They make it sound like shit on here. This is all just like dark. Look, this is the graph, right? This is what they drew up to convince them we need these kinds of prison cells.
The concept.
And
concept art.
And then these are the prisons that they got.
Yeah, that's the power of cultural differences.
I mean, that's just insane.
Where, like, for us, it's like if you do a crime, it's like you're going in the hole, like you're going away forever.
We're gonna lock you in this dark box with one light on 24/7.
So it's not a dark box.
Well, it's a dimly lit box.
And they're like, shit, we're gonna get you to change.
Shit.
And then you get out and you're like, psych, I'm gonna do it again.
Imagine getting out of prison and being like, that cell was nicer than my apartment. I'm gonna go kill somebody again. I just needed a quick little vacation. Got my little shit together. Still good? That sounded refreshing as fuck.
It's good after I've eaten something.
I miss beer, man.
It'll still be there by the time you get out. By the
time I get out of prison.
So really what I've learned today so far is that I need to go to Norway and commit a bunch of crimes.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gathering.
and not get extradited back to the U.S.
Yep.
Gotta stay there. Document for citizenship. Get Norway citizenship. Establish residency. And then commit murder.
Murder.
American prisons can be great if you're rich and pay someone bribes.
Well, a lot of white-collar prisons in America are very...
They just put you in your home. You just go on house arrest.
Yeah. Either house arrest or like the rich prisons for white-collar crimes in America. It's basically like a giant dining hall with pool tables and shit. Hang on, I'll go... There's gonna be a luxury prison in America.
It's like the Marriott.
Yeah. It's like 4 seasons. Are you fucking kidding me? 10 prisons that rival the accommodations of most hotels.
Halden.
This is the one we were just seeing in Sweden.
Ought to go back home.
But also notice that it's called a corrections facility, not a prison. Federal Correlation Institution.
Butner.
That's probably not bad for an American prison. That one's crazy. Anything that's like all white like that, I'd go crazy in.
Her Majesty's.
Mm-hmm. I like how it's like just dudes hanging out in a fucking cafeteria. It's like, this one's really great. This one made number 7.
Notice how none of them are Spider-Man in that picture.
None of them are. This guy's just chilling, taking a tan. Dude, these are crazy. Oxford Federal Correctional Institute. They're like, we wrote the dictionary. We need to have higher prison standards as well.
Damn, I'm going to go to Oxford. College? Nah. The jail.
But you're going to be proud of your boy. You're going to look like you made it. Cushy American prisons.
Ooh.
10 cushiest American prisons. What is with this fucking ass layout?
Well, you're passing all of them.
Because it looks like it's all fucking squished. I want to see if it loaded better. It didn't. That one doesn't have a name. That's the same picture. Here it is. Federal prison camp at Alderson,
West Virginia.
Thank you. You knew I wasn't going to get that. And you stepped right in. You said, let me get this one, buddy.
It's because you don't know that.
I saw a capital W and a capital V, and Josh was like, I got this. I would have been like, whoa. Federal prison camp at Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola, Florida. Federal prison camp at Montgomery, Alabama.
There you go.
Federal prison camp at Yankton, South Dakota.
It's not San Diego.
Fuck. Who decided to...
This is Forbes, too.
I know. This is gotta be shit. This is like some shitty format for the phone for sure. Look at this shit, bro. It's like, let's show off the 10 cushiest prisons in America, and it's like a fucking 2x3 picture of an inmate and with the name of the facility he's in. Like, look what you have to look forward to. What the fuck happened? Why is it good on yours?
I don't think this is the same article. I'm trying to find that one. Oh, no, it's bad.
It looks like shit.
This is what Alec's looking at.
No, shrink it back down. Don't zoom in. Just standard size. Look, pull this one up. What the fuck are they doing? How are these people journalists?
I don't know how we missed this guy.
Dude, how are these people journalists? Go down to this one. Federal Correction Institute at Dublin, California.
A really tall building. And here's the...
That's the one I was laughing at. Like, that's just an inmate with a picture of his middle school. Oh, that is... But see how small it is? What the fuck are they doing? Keep going. That one's by far taking the cake for me.
That looks like a McDonald's play place.
It looks like a McDonald's play place and like a freeze frame from like Zoe 101. Dude, it's like, why are you showing off these fucking prisoners? This guy definitely worked in pharma. That one looks like a middle school in Arizona.
12 gifts under $100 that will delight inspire, and surprise.
A prisoner? Oh,
Well, it was
we're
just
still
a
on Forbes.
continuing article. A spa in a box. $72. Portable massage gun.
You could just actually go to a spa for $72.
$100. A monogrammed waterproof tote bag. $89.
Monogrammed, like the letters on the side.
Embroidered, yeah. Classic cozy vest.
That does look really cozy.
$89. Customized throw blanket.
If someone got me a fucking throw blanket, like, here, just get covered in F's.
For $78, when realistically you can get one on like Teespring for $20.
You probably could.
You did. You got one.
Oh. The blanket, that's Teespring?
Yeah.
That blanket's actually pretty nice, though.
Mini fragrance collection. $95. The softest sweatshirt. That's a bold ass claim.
That is a bold claim.
$98.
What's more important than that claim is how long does it stay soft?
One wash.
Probably.
Joey Diaz prison stories. Who the fuck is Joey Diaz?
He's the guy from Sopranos.
The TV show.
Yep. He's also on Joe Rogan's podcast quite a bit.
A chef's apron.
The fuck?
Oh, it's on sale. $75. Clothes steamer. $69.
That's actually kind of nice. And
You can go for $20 at Target.
you have clothes steamers?
Yeah.
This shit's expensive, yo. Everything's like $150 to $300, and then Amazon's like $23.99.
Yeah, they're right next to the clothing irons.
Damn.
I know what we sell.
Is anyone else having like a lot of issues with Amazon, like being like, "Hey, your order got lost in the mail right now"?
Nope.
They lost 2 of my orders. I needed to get refunded.
There are supply chain issues right now.
I know. Do you think that's what's causing it?
Yeah.
Because is it a supply chain issue though, or is it just like the drivers?
It's boats.
Boats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that on
There's a lot of boat issues going on right now.
It was last week tonight. I'm gonna type in disaster.
I mean, you could still technically call that a driver issue. They're just driving boats.
Well, it said that's the things. Both of my things, it was like we shipped them out, and then it got lost in the mail. So they I think they made landfall. I guess
They could have got hit by a wave and knocked off.
it's just a guy carrying a package. He's like, Alec, I'm gonna give you this. Oh, overboard.
Well, it'll be like you and a couple thousand other people. This is shit.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, you were gonna Google it and you didn't.
I don't know what to Google.
Supply chain issues 2021.
The major supply chain issues in 2021 is material scarcity, increasing freight prices, difficulty demanding forecast, port congestion, changing consumer attitudes, digital information.
Our $7 gas. Excuse you, sir. It's like $4.11.
It was $4.99 on my way over here today.
Oh, shit, I got gas the other day.
Gas was $4.99. It's back up to $5.
Like last week, and it was like $4.10.
How much is gas out there, Mr. Everyone walks here or gets held up at a tram that
Like $2.50.
because it has a dead body in it? Like your life's so much better. We might have to pay $5 for gas, but there's a convenience to that. Is if there's a body under the car, we put it there.
They're switching over to the winter blend. Okay, prices go up at that time.
What?
There's a winter and summer blend of gas.
$3 for premium? How? Maybe because all the ports are... Yeah, I guess. How do they ship gas in? Do they
By boat.
drop it off in New York first?
Laughs and 89-cent gas.
No fucking way! You pay 89 cents for gas? Why is our shit so expensive?
AAA has a breakdown. Today's AAA national average is $3.35 as of today. California average is $4.50.
Yeah, that's pretty average, and I paid $4.99 today.
Where'd you go?
I went over to my house. It was a fucking 76. Oh, I guess that does make sense. It's definitely going to be...
Dark blue is the cheapest.
Way to go, Tehachapi.
Riverside, Fresno, Kings.
And, you know...
Sutter, Yuba, Stanislaus, Tolumne.
It does make sense that it would be based on the...
My dad told me there's a summer blend and a winter blend.
For what? Coffee? It sounds like you're talking about Starbucks
gas.
drinks.
For gas.
Is there really a summer blend and a winter blend? Diesel was always cheaper, and then it got way more expensive than normal gas. What happened there?
Despite those higher prices, summer gasoline contains about 1.7% more energy than winter gasoline.
So a negligible amount.
It's 2%. That's like 2%.
Negligible.
2% milk. And non-fat milk.
Plus or minus 2% is negligible.
So milk is negligible? Fat and milk?
No, because it's... Yeah, it's a marketing point. You should know that. Who cares?
2% milk is 2% of the total weight of the milk is fat.
What is a negligible amount of change?
Can you use winter gas in the summer? Why winter blend gasoline won't work well in the summer? The main reason we can't use winter blend gasoline in the summer is that doing so would harm the environment. It's because there's more smog and ozone in the summer than in the winter, meaning there's more pollution that can damage lungs.
So no good reason.
Winter blend gas has a higher RVP because the fuel must be able to evaporate at lower temperatures.
It just says any amount that's insignificant to not make a change. And 2% does not seem like a big enough change in terms of power for a car.
I usually trust what my dad tells me.
You're right. Where can we go to get the hard-hitting facts? Plan Daddy. Plan Daddy needs a podcast so he could tell us all the facts about all this government fucking bullshit in California. Do you still have the mask mandate over there, by the way? Plan Daddy? Or GoSan? Anybody? What's that?
That was a laugh. Federal law restricts sales of gasoline with an RVP greater than 9 from June 1st through September 15th.
Why?
Emissions.
That's dumb. Ames Oil.
I don't know.
That's a good point. It is a California law, so if you could find anything else...
This doesn't...
If you could find another state... I mean, imagine going to Arizona. It's like 110 there always.
I don't know. This doesn't even say California only. It just says in general.
Let's see what happened in Ghost Hand City. Holy shit.
Rain.
That's a lot of water. Holy fucking shit. Oh, I thought those were waves for a second. I was like, oh my god, am I about to see a fucking city go under? This is your city? This is where you live? How close are you to this?
Rockatuba.
Aruba, Bahama, Rockatuba, Key Largo. Damn, dude. That's intense.
Weather.
Oh my god. This dirt. Oh my fucking god. Look at that. Josh. That's some Mission Impossible shit. There's a sandstorm.
Yeah. Arizona had those before.
Digga-digga-dit. 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 Oh, and then hail. Is this all one consecutive video? I'm skipping around.
It looks like it's videos from different people.
Yeah. Oh shit, his roof blew off. What the fuck? What the shit, dude?
California just has higher requirements.
Is this unseasonal? Is this
I would hope so.
is it just not like at all expected? That's crazy.
California just has higher requirements.
I typed in winter gas Arizona, and I got an ad for Vicks Vapor Rub. So, first time in like 10 years where we had one this strong. That is insane. Arizona has second highest gas price in the country. That's probably because everyone figured out it'd be cheaper to drive out of California and fill up in Arizona. It does say winter weather has affected gas prices across the country recently, and Arizona was one of the most important impacted states. In the last week, AAA says Arizona has seen the second highest increase in the country, raising the gas price $2.50.
Yeah, that was during that crazy freak storm.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's all over. It's all over.
It was in February.
Why is AAA getting involved? Why is AAA like the spokesperson on like this gas price?
They're like the number one auto insurance provider.
Really?
Probably. Or just general insurance.
American Automobile Association is a federation of motor clubs through the North America. AAA is a privately held, non-for-profit national member association and service organization with over 60 million members in the United States and Canada. What do you got there?
The market share of the largest auto insurance companies.
AAA?
So we got
State Farm.
State Farm at 16%, Geico 13%, Progressive 12%, Allstate 9%, USAA 6%, Liberty Mutual 5%. Number 4.
Nice.
Nationwide 3%, American Family 2%.
Never heard of
Travelers,
them.
2%. That's why they only have 2% of the market share.
I've heard of Travelers, but I've never heard of American Family.
AAA's not even on the list.
I don't think they're car insurance.
They are.
I think they're just roadside.
That's car insurance.
It's not car insurance. If you get in a car crash, you don't file it with AAA. They're just roadside. Oh.
Dumbass.
They do have auto insurance.
Fucking idiot.
Huh. Fuck me.
Why would they just offer roadside assistance?
I don't know, dude. Why does McDonald's only offer burgers and soda and beverages and shit? They can't give you McDonald's car insurance. Chill. It's not something that exists. It's not on the menu. Why are you looking at me like
You're
that?
comparing apples to oranges.
I know, I'm
Being dumb.
being dramatic as fuck.
What does AAA stand for?
American Auto Club Association.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just read it. I just found that out myself.
The more you know.
The more you know. Fuck. Well,
Bitcoin's at an all-time high again.
did you make any money off Bitcoin?
No.
You suck.
You didn't influence that, though.
So it means you just suck on your own accord?
Yes.
Nice.
Bitcoin hit like 66,999
6-9.
for its highest price ever. 30 coins.
What's the most amount of money you made in the stock market?
Like $100.
Nice. You have 30 coins?
30 Bitcoins?
You have 30 coins. 30 full coins. I will suck your dick for a coin.
That's like $2 million. Since 2012? That's like $2 million.
I will let you put it in my butt for a coin.
For 60K?
Well, those are one in the mouth, one in the butt. That's like 120K. That's a lie.
That's your price?
That's a lie. That's not enough. I'll do it for a few coins though. You have 30 whole coins, not fractional. What are you doing talking to? You just like laughing at the peasants who run podcasts on their free time?
Well, he'd have to sell it.
That's true. Get out now. Get out while you still can.
Mind it years back.
Damn.
Way back.
How much would that be?
Like $2 million.
That's insane.
66. 1.5.
What are you planning to do with it? You gonna
Yeah, it's 1.98.
just chill? And why don't you cash it in? What's your plan?
Well, you gotta pay taxes on that.
I know. I just want to know, like, what is someone with that much money gonna do? If I had that much money, if I had 30 Bitcoins, I would just
You'll
be
just
like,
delete it?
now I think you're fucking with me.
I'm afraid to get to the bottom.
Just shake it up a little more and then.
Oh, I don't want to drink what's at the bottom.
I mean, I believe you. I just want to know, like, why? Because you're not the first person I've met with a cool million chilling in the stocks and not taking it out. I just want to know why. It's like you're a millionaire, but you're not, right? I just want to know why people don't take the money out. Because if I had $1 million in stocks,
money changes people,
and I had to pay taxes, it's 50%. I'd still walk away with $500,000. That's game show money. That's you could retire money.
I mean, you could.
It's fuck you money.
You can still sell it for the cash value of it. You don't just need the Bitcoins.
Well, that's the point too. If you don't see being the main currency, then all you do is still have the value of it. You might as well cash it in for what is the main currency, which is dollars.
Use it to buy gold.
Yeah, I mean, or reinvest it, buy some real estate, or invest in businesses or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just think if I had that much money, even after 50% being taken out, I could still do some fucking good investments with it to make it multiply faster, you know? Or like, worst case scenario, pay someone $20,000 to tell you what to invest in, you know? Get some financial Charles Schwab or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can sell the Bitcoin for its cash value and buy gold.
Yeah.
Or just cash.
Yeah, I'd for sure put mine in some real estate or some businesses.
Real estate's more of like an idea.
No, it's not.
You own it, but like can't hold it.
Yes, you can. You have the rights to it. It's dirt, bro. It's borders. It's the thing we fight wars for.
You can't. That's why it's more of like a concept. You can't physically hold that.
I mean,
it's like the state
it's
border.
a deed. Yeah, you hold the deed to the land. You can physically hold it.
But that's not holding the land itself. That's you holding a paper saying, I own this. That means... it means
it's the same thing as owning a car. I own the car. You can't hold the car. You could touch the car, and a piece of paper is what dictates who owns it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, having access to physically touching the car is more real.
And you can physically touch land the same way. It's just bigger. It might be hard to conceptualize, but a square mile or a square acre of land is still... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, exactly. Because why would you buy a house and fix the bathroom if it's not going to be adding in value? It's the value you get out of it.
I'm more or less just talking about like a plot of land.
Okay. Buy a plot of land and then build on it. I'm not talking about a plot of land. I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about like going to buy like a house,
But land is
and then
real
renting
estate.
it out. So, okay, are you saying real estate doesn't exist? Because this is like
the idea of owning, like when you're fucking going interstate.
Is this one of those like you can't own a woman kind of fucking?
No,
She don't belong to no man.
no, it's like when you're driving down like interstate, like in fucking middle of nowhere, and you see those signs like buy land.
I'm not buying one of those, Josh. I want to be clear.
It's like that's an idea, right? It's like buying a star. That's an idea.
Everything's a goddamn idea. What is your argument? What is your end game?
You can't touch it.
Man, your mullet made you dumb as hell.
That's kind of the point.
People with mullets like that used to fight for this country. Now they're like, that's a fucking idea. This country, it's an idea.
Borders are an idea.
Borders, ideas.
They are.
But they could also be a real thing. They suck at being bookstores, but they could be real things.
I went to Barnes & Noble the other day, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I bought a book.
How'd that go? Louisiana IQ. I love it. Exactly. So the CEO of Amazon doesn't own anything because he can't touch Amazon.
Yes.
But
I agree with that.
But here's the thing: there's laws in America for copyright and patents, like intellectual property. It's not tangible, but it is still legally yours. Like the same way Viagra just went public, right? Like it's now.
It did?
Yeah. Viagra just went public. I've been listening to a lot of radio. Viagra just went public, and you can now get basically over-the-counter Viagra. And now Viagra doesn't get the money from it. It's like every other company or drug producer can now make it for cheaper, right? They no longer own those rights. The copyright or the patent ran out. They owned the idea of Viagra for a very long time. What am I missing? What are you fucking smiling at?
This went sideways. So you're the one telling me financial advice? Yikes.
Me?
Come here, mullet boy. Let me learn this something.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not trying to give you financial advice. I'm wondering why I know so many people with a lot of money in stocks not taking it out.
And I'm more or less referring to undeveloped land.
Mm-hmm.
And like borders.
But that's not what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that's not
That
what,
real
but
estate.
that's not what we're talking about that you decided to interject your fucking opinion on.
Real estate's real estate. It's the same.
It's not.
It is, though.
Okay, for sure. You've been a good boy all stream. Pats on head. Thanks to me. Land is the final frontier. Yeah, dude. I feel like land is one of those things where it's like, maybe you're driving in the middle of a bumfuck nowhere desert, and you're like, that land says for sale. Should I buy it? Probably fucking not. Probably not unless you're going to develop it, or that area gets developed on real soon. But we saw downtown Arizona, right, getting developed on. I'd probably go buy some houses or something out there, maybe a business out there, get that started up, and then just go from there. I mean, that's what people are going to be, and it's going to be cheap now, and it's going to get more expensive as more people move in there. Is there going to be any for me?
Chill.
No.
Yes.
Okay. So I just feel like once you get that pocket of change from the stock market, that's like a green light in my eyes to be like, go use this for something in the real world now. Because in my mind, the stock market, that's more imaginary. That's where it's like, hey, I'm investing in this, so it hopefully comes back. And it may or may not. But luckily...
Unless you invest enough in stocks where you get dividends and then you get says in the companies.
Sure, which is still just investing and being a board member. Which I'm not at the level that I don't understand that.
Well, owning any stock is you're a partial owner of that company.
Mm-hmm.
But most stocks that you buy are sold from someone else, so it's like a weird thing. Like most stocks that you buy, you don't actually own part of the company.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Gotcha. But that's my idea, is that if you've found success in that realm, of stock markets, of investing, then you can now exit that realm of like, hey, I think this is a good idea. I'll support this business or whatever company, whatever. And then you get paid your percentage. I think that's time for you to go, I've made money off this, because it's going to plateau eventually. I mean, obviously everyone wants it to grow and grow and grow, but eventually it's going to plateau. So it'd be smarter to take it's like if I give you $10 and then you give me $100, and then you go, Alec, I could turn that 100 into 1,000 because I multiplied your $10 into $100. And I keep doing that, and I keep doing that. But I could lose that as easily as I give it to you. My personal strategy would be find someone who's hungry, ready to start up. I'll give you $10. You turn it into 100, and then I'll take that 100 and I'll find the next person who's ready to be hungry and start up with the next idea. Let that one grow. Here's $100. They give me $1,000 in return. Find the next one. Give you $1,000, and you can essentially give more for bigger growth at a smaller level, giving you higher dividends. On paper, obviously, it's not going to always work out, but
I mean, if it's a percentage, the ratio exists.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it makes more sense for me to be like, and you know why I learned this is the Warcraft, because I was like, I say this every time. You gotta sell the cheap towers to buy the expensive ones. I never realized that. Like the value is maintained somewhere, and if you can sell it at a good enough value, it's okay to get rid of it because you're putting it back into something even better than the last one. Nothing, just nothing.
Head empty.
Head empty, mullet long.
Mullet thoughts.
Mullet chillin'. Apartment shareholders thinking infinite growth is feasible, and that's what I'm saying is like, I know it's just not the same way Josh said having 20 shirts and 4 pairs of pants is 8,000 outfits. I know that math to him makes sense, but to me, people in the real world, it just fucking never will make sense. It's not possible.
24 factorial.
No, it's just not. It's just not how things work. And that's the thing. Stupid monkey banging symbol.
Are you familiar with Warren Buffett?
Oh, okay. Mullet Boy's gonna school us. Let's all pay attention.
I'm not. I'm just asking you a question.
Me or them?
Fucking anybody. You guys know who Warren Buffett is?
I know he stays at the Four Seasons.
Well, this is his company, Berkshire Hathaway, and that's how much a stock is worth: $432,000.
What does this company do?
It's an American multinational conglomerate holding company.
Could you explain it to somebody who has a mullet? Not just read the fucking Google?
Let's go on their website.
Because you clearly don't know what you're defending right now.
I'm not trying to stake a claim or defend anything.
What's your fucking point then?
I'm just asking for a question. I'm saying that his company, stock, is worth that.
How much? Hang on, I got this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Are you ready?
Sears?
How much do you think Kmart stock is worth?
Kmart went out of business.
I know, so it's Sears now.
15 cents.
0.0. Nope, it's 1 cent.
Nice. 1.5 cents.
1.5 cents. 0.015 cents. As of 4 p.m. yesterday.
Well, whatever they do, they make $60+ billion a year.
But what do they do is what I'm asking.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, sir.
They probably just nuke Middle Eastern countries. He's the one who goes to war with everybody.
I don't think we're allowed to know what they do.
Well, that's shitty. He can't have the intellectual property on that anymore.
Owns businesses in insurance, rail transportation, energy generation and distribution, manufacturing and retailing.
So go ahead and look up Mr. Monopoly real quick. Just pull up an image of him.
And that's Warren Buffett.
And I think I just found Warren Buffett's doppelganger. The guy who just has a monopoly on every fucking thing. He just owns. It's like, what do you do? Oh, I own everything. I don't do anything. I just own it. You need a tractor trailer? I own those.
They own more than 60 companies, including Geico, Duracell, and Dairy Queen.
Damn, he's got a real stranglehold on the market then. Because if I crash my car on the way to Dairy Queen, he's still cashing in.
Yeah, if you got Geico and you have some,
I do have Geico.
You got some Duracells.
I do have Duracell. I do have Duracell, and all my remotes, my controls, all my gear I use at work with batteries. I only get Duracell because they're the only batteries that last long enough.
Next time you go buy some, think of Warren Buffett.
Batteries, please. Do you spit on them? I'm gonna pay for them. I just don't want Warren Buffett to get it for free. You know, it's insane. That's literally every facet he just mentioned is like balls deep in my life.
Yeah.
Number 8. Wealthiest man in the world.
These are key connections, Bill Gates and his company.
It's like a fucking top friends list on MySpace. He's like, I only really fuck with Bill Gates.
Columbia University, Drayton McLean Jr., Wells Fargo.
He's friends with Wells Fargo.
And University of Nebraska.
You could probably buy a state. What's the cheapest state to purchase?
I believe they make money by lending money.
Are you saying that or reading that?
Saying that.
Could I buy, like, Colorado?
You can buy the idea of owning Colorado.
How much to buy
It's like an investment company.
Mississippi?
He's an investor.
You say that so, like, duh.
I fucking barely know who Warren Buffett is.
You want to talk about not touching things you own? They literally buy majority shares of companies, which means he becomes the owner. Yeah.
Investing.
That's what I'm saying.
He is the shark.
That's the realm of the market I don't understand. Bro should cash out his 1.4 billion and go fucking buck wild. What's he got? He doesn't have that much time left.
Well,
what's that guy got to do that's so important?
That's just what his...
You did it, bro. You win.
And he's just number 8.
That's... Top 10 is good.
He's got
Top 10 is fine.
He's 91. He looks really good for 91.
You want to suck his dick?
I'm just saying, shit. If I can get a Billy.
If I can get a Billy.
This man is 91.
He does look good for 91, but...
He's up 1 bill, too.
As of today?
Yeah, as of today.
Just gained $1 billion?
Just up a bill.
Nuts, dude. I'm going to look up the world's richest people. And I left Mississippi in the search bar.
The richest in 2020.
7 billion people in the world. Think about that. Yep.
Mr. Bezos is number 1. 2, Elon Musk.
All those children sacrificed to keep himself young must be paying off.
Bernard
Dude,
Arnault.
he drinks their blood and has a Lazarus pit for sure.
The Louis Vuitton guy.
Are you jacking my thunder of searching for the richest people?
I was already on Forbes. It was right there. Bill
Fine.
Gates. The Zuck. Warren Buffett. Larry Ellison. What the fuck does he do? The CTO and co-founder of Oracle. Ooh, Java.
Oh, Oracle is the thing that every business in America uses.
Larry Page, CEO of Alphabet.
What's up?
Parent
I'm ready.
of Google. Pizzagate.
Pizzagate?
That was the Epstein.
Good to know his friends are doing well.
Google guy. Reliance Industries. Petrochemicals. Oil and gas.
Who is Larry and Sergey?
Google. Sari stepped down as president of Alphabet, parent company of Google. It's crazy that a company owned Google. You figure Google owns things. Nobody owns Google. But a company owned Google.
Mm-hmm. Larry Page and Sergey Brin are the CEO and president of Google's parent company, Alphabet, respectively.
Yeah.
They met at Stanford University while studying for PhDs in computer science and launched Google in 1998.
And one's more wealthy than the other by like $3 billion. Do you think they like compete and be like, hey man, I'm more wealthy than you?
Hey, get your numbers up, bro. Hey, fraternity party at my house. Whips him with a towel.
Yeah, they created Google.
That's nuts. They look the same in all their pictures. They're like, let's never get a haircut ever. These guys don't age.
Oh, we got a woman.
Good for her.
The granddaughter of the founder of L'Oreal.
What did she do?
Inherited L'Oreal.
It's like, world's richest woman. What's her source of income? Jeff Bezos.
Zhang chairs a spring water company. Steve Ballmer.
So this dude was like, I'll bottle water and people will drink it.
Microsoft. This guy was the CEO of Microsoft for 14 years and got $70 billion.
Who's the CEO now? Because they're getting dicked.
Uh-oh. Oh, and then the guy from Tencent. The biggest Chinese company.
Satya Nadella.
Who?
Satya Nadella is the current CEO.
Who?
Satya Nadella.
I heard you. It's like I've never heard of that person. It's like, what did they do before they became the CEO of Microsoft?
I was just going to say it. He's a CEO of Microsoft.
Just let
me look.
Random fucking guy.
He's got a small bitch-ass net worth of only $420 million.
Loser.
Fucking...
Those are rookie numbers. Get him up.
Rookie numbers, get him up. Whew. Makes almost... Oh my god. Those numbers make me sick. Let's see if he's on LinkedIn.
Oh, who is the youngest?
He fucking is. Alright, let's go through this asshole's work history. Dude, this is hilarious. 9 million followers on LinkedIn. Why the fuck?
The youngest person on the richest people in the world list is 18. His name is Kevin David Lehman. Owns 50% of Germany's leading drugstore chain, Dogdery Markt, which brings in over $12 billion in annual revenue.
Damn.
He's number 925. And the next person is 24.
But those guys are most likely through family or inheritance, right?
Probably.
It's not like they created like the pharmaceutical, whatever they said they did. Let's see. It doesn't really. You'd figure it'd have job history. I don't know how to work LinkedIn, to be honest.
Here you go. You're at his experience right there.
Where? Oh,
Hello.
Chairman of CEO. At the University of Chicago, he was on the board member of. He was a board member of trustees. Starbucks, he was a board member. He was a board member at Fred Hutch. And that's it. This motherfucker had 3 jobs before CEO.
And he was just a board member. Which basically was a shareholder.
Yeah.
A prominent shareholder.
So this motherfucker was grandfathered in through the stock market, being like, hey, I own enough of this company to tell you what to fucking do about it. And I want to tell you, asshole, make me more money, please. And then he's like, I was a board member who told people to make more money, and I could do the same thing at Microsoft as the CEO. Make more money. It's like bowling coaches. It's like, what should I do? Try to hit all the pins. Knock them all down. Really? Yeah.
I actually watched a video explaining like how to scientifically bowl better.
Practice.
Well,
His interest, Fred Hutch, the University of Chicago board. This guy's so
there's a specific
lame.
like spot on the pins that you want to hit.
Mm-hmm. Oprah Winfrey.
You never want to aim for the center pin.
Why is Oprah Winfrey on his interest list?
Maybe he wants to buy her.
You can't buy Oprah.
Yeah, you can.
You can't buy Oprah,
You
dude.
can.
Oprah could buy you.
You can't, and I can't, but somebody can buy Oprah.
Jim Yong Kim. Vice chairman and partner at Global Infrastructure Partners.
They're so vague.
Harvard University.
They're so vague with what they do.
Here's the thing. You know what I've learned working for as long as I've been working? I've been working a long time. It's boots on the ground versus generals in the war room. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of people being like, what should we do? And all the generals get together and they're like, we think this is the best decision. And then those guys tell all the soldiers who have their boots on the ground to go do that thing. And then the generals get the credit. That's it. I wish it was a secret. It's not. It's not complicated. It's
Okay.
super easy. But it doesn't look like you understood a fucking thing I just said.
I just think it'd be cool if they were to be like, hey, I do this.
They won't.
But it's like their title's just like astronaut at NASA. It's like, well,
Like
it's like, okay, well, what do you do?
as an astronaut?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like, you kind of have to
Like,
do
like-
whatever is up in space.
Like, I have no idea what my uncle does. I know he works for UCLA Health. That's it. I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
He won't tell anybody what he does either. But I know he works at UCLA.
Well, I know a lot of jobs like that require NDAs. Like when I asked Oster, I was like, what's your day to day? Like, what do you wake up, you drink coffee, and then you... And he's like, I go to work. And I'm like, why? Like, when I'm at McDonald's, working at McDonald's, someone says, I want a number one, and I push a button that says number one. That is what I do.
I think
for a living. What do you physically, actually, actively do?
I think
every day.
The professionals don't want to tell the commoners what they do because they don't want the commoners to be like, that's easy, I could do it.
Uprising, 100%, dude. They're like, I make so much goddamn money telling other people to make me more money.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you do.
No,
It's like those guys who make those videos. It's like, what do you do for a living? I really like your car.
yeah, I own this business. What do you do? Nothing. I just own it.
Did you see the one where they asked that guy who was like, he was bringing the top down of his car and he was like, what do you do? And he was like, you ever been to the hospital? Ever been to like the doctor's office?
Yeah. He's like, I created that system.
He was like, I made that software.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, like, what does it do?
Yeah.
And he's like, can't tell you. And he drives away.
Well, it's like, I get that.
I
Because
own
you can't.
I own the patent.
Intellectual property. That's it. Not tangible. Intellectual.
And he
But why'd I do that? Bink.
pennies of every transaction done via credit card at a hospital or doctor's office.
Like Lex Luthor from the Superman movie.
Sure.
It's from Office Space.
Never seen it.
It's a classic, but it's like it doesn't matter. But yeah, basically here's
I just want the rich old people to tell me what they do. So I'm like, damn, that sounds like something I would like to do.
here's the thing. They would never tell you that because you need to go to Harvard or Yale and drink like goat blood and shit and do some gay stuff on camera for.
I just do that at California State University, Channel Island.
You're like, I can do butt stuff anywhere. They're like, are you really willing to suck dick and drink goat blood? And you're like, yes. They're like, I don't know, you never went to Yale. Like, yeah. Like gay shit's like exclusive to people who go to Yale for blackmail.
Yeah.
Can I have $1 billion, please?
I'm probably never going to get a good job because I go to a state school.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it is. That's the other thing too, right? It's like, you know how I was talking about the economy? It's like the money goes where people put it, right? So if we gave everyone in the country $1,000, right? Just another stimulus check, right? Boom. Here's another $1,000.
Sure.
Where's that money going to for you?
Drugs.
Great.
For me? Oh.
Yeah.
Bills.
Bills, awesome. I'd put mine toward my bills too, right? So the money's going to credit card debt or something like that, right? Some sort of debt.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say everyone pays their money for the credit card debt, right? That money's now back in circulation through the creditors. Great. Let's take a more abstract route. If everyone gets $1,000 and everyone goes to Starbucks, and they order a hot chocolate, that's going to trigger this supply and demand thing that we talked about.
Can I get one with milk instead of water?
Sure, you can have whatever you want.
Because the one with the water tastes like shit.
You can have it with whatever you want, sweetheart.
Sweet, no whip.
So it's going to be everyone goes to Starbucks and gets a hot chocolate. What we're seeing now presently is that most drive-thrus don't have all the condiments because there's nationwide supply shortages, right? So everyone's taking their money and buying cheap food, right? That's fair. Prices of that food goes up because the more we buy, the less they have. The less they have, the more they need to buy more.
That's
supply and demand.
Basic economics.
But the things that we don't buy, their prices go down because no one's buying them.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that we aren't buying become less valuable. And this creates like a bubble, right? It's like a bubble around fast food. Everyone wants fast food. It's cheap. They want it fast. It's there. Boom. Less people start going to Don Cuco or Chili's, right? Chili's is having a real tough time.
Damn.
But they don't have the supply shortages because they're not being bombarded with consumers. So their prices go down, and then eventually people go, oh shit, why am I going to McDonald's when I can go to Chili's for the same price? Because Chili's is eventually going to go, we need to get rid of this food. It's going to go bad next week. Let's just basically try to break even. 50% off. It is now cheaper or the same price as McDonald's. Trying to balance it out, right? So McDonald's is going like this, Chili's is going like this, and then eventually it starts to kind of come back to normalcy. It balances. It tries to anyway.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with people. Okay? Bear with me. If you send a bunch of kids to state schools or public schools or private schools, they're all going to be in those bubbles. Right? Kids who go to LA Unified, they're in the bubble of LA. Kids who go to Yale, they're in the bubble of Yale. Kids who go to Harvard, in the bubble of Harvard. People who go to Harvard and stay in those bubbles are going to get to know other people who have jobs that pay stupid fucking figures. People who go to LA Unified are going to get to know people who go to LA Unified and have jobs who are hopefully, doing the best to support a family. And you have that extreme. But this one doesn't even out because you can't choose. You're not choosing to go from super wealth to super impoverished. You're going from super wealth and just putting your kids back into the super wealthy. You're staying in that bubble, and no one else can even fucking come near you. People in the lower tiers, it is sold to us that you're looking at me like a crazy asshole right now.
I'm just listening.
It is sold to us that we can make $1 billion or whatever. We start the next big company or thing. And that's probably true. If you came up with some new form of bubble wrap that was cheaper, faster in production, and everyone wanted it for Amazon, you'd be the number one bubble wrap supplier for Amazon tomorrow, right? However fast it happens. You probably could do those things. But it's going to get bought out basically immediately by one of those guys who were up there from Yale or whatever, from their sons, who was like, well, they just invented this new faster, better, cheaper product. We already own Geico. We already own Flashlight. We already own Starbucks. We own... And fucking, why not? Why not own Flashlight?
Why was that the first thing?
Why fucking not is the point. The point is you can own Geico and Flashlight. There's no law against that. There's no who owns Flashlight? Be like fucking Warren Buffett. How fucking hilarious would that be if his sister or daughter company owns
Steven Shubin and his wife. I didn't want to take a screenshot of that.
The point being, yeah, I'd rather hit a fleshlight too. This dude looks like every evil character rolled into one. This dude said...
This guy owns Fleshlight.
This dude said, I made it. Go down one to the left. Right there. No, right there. That dude, camera in his face. He's like, I'll buy everyone in this bar a beer if you leave me the fuck alone.
Him and his wife. Do you think the first one was made of her pussy?
I hope so. I hope they're all modeled after her pussy.
Miss Shubin.
They look like skeletons of people. They look like the shells of people who once had dreams and hopes, and now they're just...
making vaginas.
They are. He looks familiar, which is so fucking weird.
He looks like, I believe his name is Josh Brolin.
He looks very familiar.
Yeah. A little bit. Like it,
He's fucking Thanos!
an older version.
Oh, that's awesome.
In like 30 years.
That's fucking awesome. Thanos invented the fleshlight. My point being is that those bubbles on top and below very rarely burst.
Yeah, it's like the class structure.
It's class, exactly. It's class. It's still feudalism. When you really boil it down, people on top, people on bottom.
Just no slaves.
Yeah, and let's just remember one thing most importantly. If someone who graduates Yale or Harvard or whatever is some chairman for 3 jobs and then becomes CEO of Microsoft, great, good for him, obviously. He obviously knows what he's doing, right? If he's got the job and he's not fired. Good for him. That's not my issue. My issue is the fact that people who are super wealthy, the billionaires, the people who have $400 million in their bank account, are willing to go, hey, I'll give you $1 million for this idea, and then you will spend it until you die, and then your family gets whatever's left, and then you'll have lived a good life. It could last for a few generations. Meanwhile, these generational families are so fucking wealthy that it's literally just like throwing bread to ducks.
You're not supposed to feed ducks bread. It's not good for them.
That's kind of only illustrating the point more, right? You're essentially going, here, do this thing. And it's like people who win the lottery, they're like, what am I going to do with all this money? Fucking put gold lining in my ass cheeks and give me fake tits. And then the silicone poison kills them. It's like, maybe that wasn't what you needed to spend your money on.
Rest in peace.
But the idea being like, those bubbles up top are literally just getting their generational wealth going and going and going, telling them how to basically take from lower generations. Because if someone has a bubble wrap company that is going to,
exploit the poor,
outlive them. Yeah, exactly. Exploits the poor. Outlive them in a few generations. Because
boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
I don't know my great-grandparents. I don't even know my grandparents on my father's side. You could believe in 2 generations, no one's gonna fucking know who I am. 2 generations.
That depends on you.
A little less so.
You gotta make a name for yourself.
I gotta make a fucking bubble wrap company. Then I can last 3 generations.
Bubble wrap did change when they started using those air packs. Whoever did that.
Dope.
Good for them.
My point being is, if a big company buys me out, it wouldn't be sustainable forever. Eventually, I will just be the guy who invented the bubble wrap, made a couple $1 million, maybe even $100 million, but it's not sustainable.
That's why you gotta hold out.
But they buy the things that are sustainable for them and their family. And you could easily say, why didn't he just not sell out? It's selfishness. If someone came down here and offered me $100 million for my company idea, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm going to live my life now. And then I'd go and live my life with as a $100 millionaire.
You could just say millionaire.
Millionaire. As a millionaire. As a wealthy millionaire. And that's it. But as time goes on, I have kids, they have kids. That money's going to get burnt out because they're not going to have $100 million ideas that I had.
You got to keep doing stuff with it. You can't live your life stagnant.
Mm-hmm. Which is what they're doing, and we are not.
They're living life stagnant?
No, they're living life buying stuff for longevity because they know we'll trade our longevity for millions of dollars, letting their family and their bubble succeed farther, faster, longer.
You just got to be about that grind set.
I don't think grind, and most people,
you got to wake up and get the bread.
Most people who have that much money don't really wake up with that attitude, though.
Chase the bag.
That's just a mentality. That's just propaganda to get lower class people working harder.
It's like we got those fucking chocolate kids are back. They're different kids, but they're still selling the same chocolates.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like...
I told him to leave, and one of them was like, you like my pants? And I looked down at him. I don't want to be mean and say no. They look fucking ugly. I was like, I kind of fuck with them. And he was like, all right, but Brett. And they left. I was like, cool.
Yeah, it's just, he's like, just be nice to me and I'll leave. But that's what I'm saying is like, you'll never see a millionaire be like, and you might hear the occasional millionaire be like, I used to go door to door. I used to scrape gum off of tables. And it's like, I'm sorry you had chores, bro. We all do. Like, we all have good days and bad days.
That's the cool thing about undercover bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like they bring in like the CEOs of like, they did like Hooters. Is like a really good example. And they're like, oh shit, like the girls actually have to deal with this shit. It's like some of the managers are like super pervy. And it's like, damn, I didn't know our company runs like this.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's like, I can understand that being like, oh, I'm just the guy who works in an office and doesn't know the day-to-day. I'd appreciate that sympathy.
And then they hook up 3 workers.
Hook up with 3 workers?
No, they hook them up with like...
But they could. They'd be like, you. You want to make $1 million?
Well, the ones that participate on the TV show.
I know, I'm talking shit. But you know what else I've learned too is like, Cops was set up. Cops initially started with good intentions. It wanted to show the everyday life of an officer. And then what ended up happening was people realized that if you were having an episode of Cops in your neighborhood or in your city or in your department rather, it was good publicity because it was able to document how good work they were doing, which gave more cops grants for money and material and shit. So then eventually what happened was the TV show started working with departments as basically just PR professionals. So they're more or less going, we have all the tools you need to get your department better. And then it became a bidding war for departments to be like, we want this and we need this good publicity and we need this money. Can you get us that through this TV show? And I'm almost certain that Undercover Bosses has more or less the same effect now, to where they realize, yo, this is just good publicity for me to stand up for my Hooters girls.
Well, yeah, it makes your company look really good after the fact.
Exactly. It's just at the end of the day for them, they could feel those feelings and they could very truly care about those people. I'm not discrediting that. What I'm saying is they know the benefits far outweigh.
After a certain point, the message gets lost.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is like, I think most people who are millionaires are probably really good, decent people. right? I'm not trying to villainize wealthy or super wealthy. I'm just saying
Eat the rich.
I'm just saying that this is how I see the world. And and I doubt that I'm very far off. But I think most people who are wealthy are probably pretty good people. But they also probably know how and when they are manipulating people. And I think without a doubt in my mind, they had someone, some agent, some PR rep breathing down the neck being like, you need to do this because our company needs good publicity right now. That's it. I fucking went
Sure did.
on that one. Jesus Christ.
Undercover Bosses has 10 seasons.
And that's the thing, right? Because if Undercover Bosses wasn't making a lot of money through selling ad revenue, then the companies probably just were like, yo, you make $6 million a year from this one ad agency. How about we give you $6 million now, $6 million, and you give us an episode of, our company. And they'd be like, fucking deal. Right? Because it's just money at that point. And that's what I'm saying is like, obviously the CEO or the owner could be like, oh, I had no idea the company ran like this. And that's probably true and 100% fair. But they still employ someone whose job is to be like, it would be really good for us as if we made everyone think that we were really good people. That is poor intentions capitalized by someone's genuine feelings or emotions for their company. That is just it's just a bunch of people making decisions. It's just the generals being like, hey, I'm in charge of your PR. This is what you got to do for good PR. And the owner goes, okay, sure. May or may not have any idea what he's getting into. And then goes, oh, shit, it sucks out here. I want to give you guys all college scholarships.
Shit, just give me the degree instead.
Yeah, right? Like, can you just buy my degree? It'd be way more beneficial to the workers. Just cut the line.
School's hard. It's a waste of time.
School is hard and a waste of time, especially when you realize it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Just give me the degree.
Get some friends in Yale.
Yeah. Barge in their bubble.
There's it's like trickle down economics, right? But it can only trickle for so long and so far. Even if you do, even if I do go to college and get a $1 million job, that doesn't guarantee, my family's welfare. That photo is a masterpiece. That photo's a masterpiece.
When you search trickle down. Not even economics, just trickle down.
What's the jug say?
Panama account.
That's goddamn beautiful. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's basically more or less an illustration of my last, 40 minutes of speaking. Sorry for blacking out on you guys. I do that a lot to these days.
I blacked out today at school.
Did you really?
Yeah, in my accounting class, my professor was telling us, hello, Java.
That other picture is really good too, the champagne, but the bottle's out. I like that one a lot. That's really good.
We were learning about, I don't care, Java, leave me alone. The trick about trickle down was never supposed to work. Fuck Ronald Reagan.
Go Stan, I love you, man. And I think I told you, but I got caught with my pants down defending that Ronald Reagan's a piece of shit, apparently, one time at a bar. And I was like,
a history major just called him out and asked for specific examples.
And I was like, I don't know. I just know he's a bad guy. It was hilarious, but apparently some people in America, for whatever reason, really like Ronald Reagan and decided to defend his honor. And I was like, but like...
It goes with every president. It goes
with everybody. And I chose the wrong fucking guy on the wrong fucking day. Mm. But, yeah, man.
Or like Jonas or something.
Jason.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my professor was telling a story that was completely unrelated to class for 25 minutes, and I just...
zoned out.
Fucking time traveled. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man. I mean... This is what happens when I go on my ADHD tangents.
You just have me staring at you.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
I'm listening.
I know. I was just going in. Again, no offense to any millionaires out there,
Full offense to the millionaires out there.
but you know, upper middle class boomers and rich people, they love the idea of Ronald Reagan, not the policy. Exactly. And it's like, it's one thing to love the idea, but that's the thing. Like, it's the same reason why people love Trump. They love the idea of it. They love the idea of being like, make America great again. Fuck yeah. Like, I don't know anyone who lives anywhere who wouldn't be like, I want the place where I live to be a really great place. You're kind of an asshole if you don't want to live in a good place, right? Everyone wants to live in a good place.
I guess based on that criteria, yeah.
So anyone who's idealistic will go, yeah, I want to live in a good place. How do we do it? Kick the Mexicans out? Okay. Trump knows. How do we do it?
Now we're just being subjective.
Separate the children from their parents? Well, okay.
That was an Obama thing too, okay?
I know. But look, I don't...
U.S. politics is a joke.
I just hate it because it is exactly that. It is exactly us screaming at each other for the same reasons, but like someone knows. It's like, but that, right? So like, let's just break this model down a little bit further, right? If the HR rep for someone at Hooters was like, hey, you know what would give us some really good PR right now? Do an episode of not Horrible Bosses. I don't know why I keep going there. That's the movie,
Boss.
Undercover Boss. Do a show for Undercover, do an episode for Undercover Boss. He's like, bet. And he's like, wow, this is fucking terrible. And then there's probably a branch of the U.S. government, let's call them the PR people, who are like, you know what would make America...
The press secretary.
You know what would make America look really good right now? Is something other than locking immigrants up and separating them from their children. So let's look at North Korea or this or that or something else. There's probably almost certainly a branch or division exclusively designed in the government to be like, hey, this is the one thing that we should do right now because this is what we need. Because we need some good publicity or some bad publicity around these topics.
Hooters did just recently change their uniform.
Yeah. And guess what? Good publicity. And
They
everyone
made it skimpier.
Everyone freaked out about it, and then they said, we would like to clarify, we are giving the servers the option to wear the new ones or the old ones. And then they had mixed reviews. Some of the girls were like, this is objectifying my body. Other girls were like, this made me more tips. I'm wearing less to work. That's good PR. And it's good PR, but someone had to make the really shitty decision to be like, hey, you want to manipulate like 1 million people's feelings? And then someone was like, yeah, I think we need to. And then some executive somewhere was like, boop, push the red button, make it happen.
More ass.
More dialed up, more ass. Off the charts. And I'm sure that's how the government works too, to where it's like, yeah.
Hooters is there for titties, not ass.
Yeah, but the ass is what makes you be like, damn.
I guess for like 50% of the male population.
Yeah. But still, if it made them more money and free advertising, it's on every fucking YouTube and Twitter account I see right now.
Do you think you can have just one butt cheek?
Like connected? Like a cleft butt cheek?
Just like a single cheek.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean...
Will the hole be on like the end of it? Like,
no.
You remember the fucking...
The butthole's where the butthole is.
You remember like the mix bags for like the ice cream machine at McDonald's? Just like a fucking hole at the end with like the round part being the cheek.
Yeah.
Because if it were to be in the middle, it'd still make the two.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's got to be on the outside.
I mean, okay, so here's where I'm coming from. I immediately imagine like breast surgery where they have to remove a breast to save the life. I'm sure if it came down to it, you could remove an ass cheek surgically and just have skin.
You would lose so much weight.
You lose a lot of weight, but as assuming you're not cutting any muscle or vital tendons or tissues or anything super important, it would just be uncomfortable to sit, which you'd probably have a prosthetic. I'm sure you could buy, a prosthetic.
A prosthetic ass?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why not?
You can, but would be left off as exposed to being drier, lend to skin tearing.
Oof.
Mm.
That was like a really real doctor answer. I thought it was a joke at first.
He's an orthodontist.
Yeah. A woke CIA commercial? That's hilarious. I probably could. I feel like I kind of nailed it. My point's been made and driven home to the nth degree. If the CIA doesn't want me to work for them, then their loss.
They won't hire you.
They should. Teddy Roosevelt. It's on YouTube. What happened? Woke CIA commercial?
The CIA advertises?
I think it's going to be like a parody.
Woke CIA recruitment video?
Although it does look something that someone just straight out of the CIA would shoot.
When I was 17, I quoted Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my college application essay. The line that spoke to me stated simply, I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow dammed up in my soul nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. At 17, I had no idea what life would bring, but Zora's sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfectly made. I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish.
Okay.
I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other. I am a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise. I am a walking declaration, a woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences, suggesting that a question has been asked. I did not
Still
sneak
just
into
saying all the
CIA.
stereotypes that are
My
stereotypes that are
employment was
somewhat
not and
racist.
is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks. I earned my way in, and I earned my way up the ranks of this organization. I am educated, qualified, and competent, and sometimes I struggle. I struggle feeling like I could do more, be more to my two sons, and I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do. I used to struggle with imposter syndrome, but at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be. I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy rather than intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance. I am proud of me, full stop. My parents left everything
Keeps
they
going.
knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had. Because of them, I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at CIA. I am unapologetically me. I
Just
want you
at
to be
CIA, not at the
unapologetically
I
CIA.
see a lot of
whoever
walking
you
around
are.
the office and not a
Know
lot
your
of doing
worth.
shit.
Command your space.
Well, to be fair, I don't think we know what the CIA is.
No, I know. That's the joke. But this is for sure just more propaganda to be like, hey, all the woke teenagers out there, get off our backs. We hired a cisgendered CIA Latina.
Here's how you join the CIA.
You need a 4-year degree. I've already looked into it. They won't hire me. I asked politely. I was like, yo, hook me up. And they're like, get the fuck out of here.
Distinct expertise of a variety of backgrounds.
And multiple language. You need to be able to at least bilingual, they say.
Through 4 separate offices. The National Clandestine Service.
Butt kiss.
Directorate of Intelligence.
Directorate.
Directorate of Science and Technology. And Directorate of Support. What the fuck does clandestine mean?
Hooray for the more female lead coups in South America.
Clandestine means kept secret or done secretively.
That's hilarious. Yeah, like, regardless of who you are or what you do, like, anything for the CIA, dude, there's blood on your hands. Like, it's not going to get better just because you identifies all these things. And then, like, my main beef with the whole video was, like, this woman was like, it's not enough to just be enough. And I was like, then just be enough, dude. Like, just be happy you're in the role. You don't need to, like, flaunt the idea of you. Like, that's weird, right?
So you need to be a citizen of the United States, at least 18, possess a bachelor's degree with a minimum GPA of 3.0, have strong interpersonal skills, have a strong interest in in international affairs, and be able to write clearly and accurately.
That one, the last one alone, I can't write for shit. They're like, you qualify for everything, but we can't read your fucking handwriting, dude.
So a desirable qualification for agents is the experience of foreign lands and traveling abroad, experience living abroad, a sensitivity to older cultures, foreign language and proficiency. Critical languages of the CIA include Arabic, Dari, Korean, Persian, Somali, Chinese, Indonesian, Pashto, Turkish, Urdu, and Kurdish.
That means you get a job and a place to live somewhere outside the United States, courtesy of the CIA, bro. They're like, hey, we'll send you anywhere in the world if you speak these languages.
If you have a 4-year degree with a GPA of 3.0 and you speak Urdu, I got a job for you. Mm-hmm. You'd be a spy. And the bachelor's degrees include international business, international relations, economics, biological engineering, chemical engineering, physical science, nuclear science, and finance.
All those come back to bombs. Bombs, guns, cocaine, hookers, murder, deceit, espionage.
So how to become a special agent in investigations.
Ooh.
U.S. citizen, same degree requirements, 3.0. 3 years experience of criminal investigative experience focused on complex matters, so you got to be a detective.
Damn.
Considerable knowledge of criminal and administrative investigative techniques. Detective. Assemble and analyze large quantities of data.
Detective.
I could do that. Discern key issues and draw appropriate. Basically, you have to
be a really good detective.
You got to be a detective first.
A really, really good detective.
Be able to work independently or part of a team. Work under pressure. Interact with people of different cultures, backgrounds, and values.
Under pressure and sometimes gunfire.
Strong negotiation skills. Discretion and diplomacy. Discretion. Have not used illegal drugs within the past 12 months.
We got to play Party in the CIA by Weird Al Yankovic for the truest shit ever.
Specific bachelor programs are not a requirement for achieving CIA agent. Many candidates in this field pursue programs in criminal justice, criminology, sociology, emergency management, homeland security, police science, criminal justice, and administration, and psychology. So that's what it takes to become a CIA agent.
Psh, easy.
In spy services and regular services.
That's hilarious. Do you think there's a website for KGB?
Are they hiring right now? Probably not.
I think they're always hiring. It's one of those things like, we won't turn you down, but we won't accept you.
Where do I fill out the application?
We'll contact you. We'll know if you're interested. We'll find you.
So the professional training program is applicants for 21 to 25. Clandestine is 26 to 35.
Okay, I guess it'd be clandestine. I can still be a super spy.
An international super spy.
Super spy!
Pablo the Penguin, everybody.
Gang shit. Well. Oh, you fart?
Yeah?
It smells bad.
I can't smell anything.
It smells, take my word for it.
Well, your sense of smell is sensitive.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, there's only one thing I had on my list that we don't need to get to. Sounds like we're about to wrap it up.
What was it?
All right, I'll run you through it real quick, but don't read ahead.
I can't read that small stuff anyway.
Cool. Did you see anything about Instagram cracking down on its users?
No.
For sex workers specifically.
No.
So there's a lot of girls who are upset, who I suppose guys are too. People with OnlyFans content, mature content, sex workers. They're really upset because I guess Instagram recently removed a feature that makes it harder for people to access their OnlyFans links, etc., etc. I just want to know your thoughts on that.
Really, as far as I know, what was done was that like all those like the link trees and all my links, they made it so if you click on something that takes you to 18 plus material, it says, hey, this is sensitive content, and then you're like, yeah, I wanted to click it, and then you click it, and then it reloads the page, and you click it again. I don't know anything about.
Apparently, some of the models or actresses I follow said that it was a big problem for them. It affected their income a lot. It hurt how much money they made per year, and they're mad at Instagram for it.
I mean, if they have a link in their bio, it operates the same as every other.
I was just walking through the idea of like, if they have a following, why don't they just make their own websites?
Because that requires a lot of like initial startup. You gotta get people to go on to it. You gotta build the customer trust.
Well, they don't need Instagram if they have followers who are willing to pay them.
They don't, but the thing about Instagram is you get new people super easily. You have a wide variety. You have a wide user base that already exists that you can potentially market to.
But if the people on Instagram are customers, quote unquote, for Instagram, then they're Instagram's customers, not necessarily the actresses or sex workers' customers. It's just a place where they can access more people, right?
Yeah.
So isn't Instagram basically saying there's no soliciting on our website?
No. People still sell shit on Instagram. That's why they have the shop tab at the bottom. Those are accounts, shops, things that they sell that you buy through Instagram.
Excuse me.
Instagram sponsors those. They're like, hey, you can run a shop through our website.
But the way I kind of chalked it up to last night when I was thinking about it, I was like, yo, isn't that kind of like when we were to McDonald's? Everything always comes back to McDonald's. It's like the hard and fast, the 101 crash course of business. It's like we're in McDonald's and those Avon girls came in and they're trying to sell makeup. And we're like, hey, you can't sell makeup here. They're not here to buy makeup. And they're like, essentially the Avon ladies would look at you and be like, but there's people here. And it's like, yeah, for us, not for you. And it feels like that's the same argument of like being like, you guys did something to impact our sales.
That's exactly what you have to look at is how Instagram makes money. Do you know how Instagram makes money?
No fucking clue, mate.
Ads. That's the only way. That's the fucking 90% of how they get their money.
I was like, probably not the only way.
It's like
they probably throw a coup on too every now and then.
Instagram makes money from ads. Anything that's a free service makes money from ads, whether it be sponsored posts or just general advertising when you're clicking through your stories and you see like fucking whatever. You see an ad. That's how they make money. So
GoSan points out ads really don't like any sexual content. So if the way they make money is affected through these stars, influencers, and sex workers posting lewd content, then isn't that just Instagram being like, hey, no shoes, no shirt, no service?
I mean,
the people in here who pay for our shit don't like seeing your shit.
If it's a link that's in their bio, it does nothing wrong. Because there's still numerous accounts that don't sell that kind of content that are still showing just as much as those websites that have that content.
Sure.
On Instagram feeds, and those accounts are still running just fine. So they're not taking like the ability to click a link away. That's always going to be there. Everyone gets that one link that they can put in their bio to literally anything you want. Like
We should throw a porn video in ours just to like
they're not
just to fuck with them.
they're not taking that away.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there.
That'd be hilarious. That would be the most woke activism you could do today, I think. If we just all threw like porn links in our Instagram, being like, "Hey, support sex workers. Here's a Pornhub link of a video I've been smacking it to lately. If you want to join in."
I think it would be to something that
I think we should do that.
not a direct link, but something that redirects to that.
Direct fucking link. Fucking link.
Do that on your personal account. I think the main issue would be if Instagram were to suspend those accounts.
But do you think Instagram's done anything wrong?
No.
Because I when I look at it, I basically see a bunch of Avon ladies being like, "But there's people here I could sell to," and I'm like, "Well, it's not really your market."
At the end of the day, you need to abide by their terms of service. That's why they exist.
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
That's not in their TOS.
Oh,
because you can still post a shirtless or
speaking
clothesless
metaphorically.
picture. Sure. Yeah, you agree to their
Terms of service
to use the app, use the website. They're a company at the end of the day. You have to listen to what they say. But I mean, just have your link, go to something else, and be like, go to here.
Which again was my first attempt at resolving it. Why not just have your own website? Which many do, but they still frequent the website because it's more likely to bring on new users every day through Instagram than to just have your own website, because that's where the people are.
Yeah. Instagram's huge.
Yeah. That's it. I was working on a structured argument. So.
And I dismantled it.
No, you proved it. It worked perfectly.
Dismantled it.
You did nothing. You did nothing of the sort.
I did everything.
No, you didn't.
Pulled out my marketing brain.
Alright.
We're going to end the show now.
All right. Anything you want to say? Bro, Pornhub has some incredible ads. Johnny Sid's done some amazing comedy skits. Yeah. Just make quintillions of dollars.
Just get him to do a cameo.
My Pornhub's not working as of recently. It doesn't work for me on my phone. I don't know why.
Good for you.
So, it's been a lonely...
That's a good thing.
Been a lonely 5 days.
That's a good thing. Just on the 1st of November, just drink a shit ton of beers and jerk off like
Smack
7
it.
times.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back on Monday, whatever date that is.
The numberth.
In 5 days.
The 25th.
5 days.
Yeah.
That's how I figured it out. I didn't have to look at the calendar like you. You guys have a good one. You too, Ghost Hand. We'll be back at the same time, same place.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Been smacking your lips a lot lately.